Good evening everyone and welcome to Off the Line Racing. We are back once again with another round of racing action, and this is one of 3 rounds to go to the end of the season, but do not count anything out just yet because there is still the opportunity for 6 drivers to jump ahead in the standings and potentially take that victory, especially considering the top 2 are not here tonight. This opens a huge door for any driver to propel themselves in the standings, potentially take that number 1 spot for what could be a championship as we close out in the final couple of rounds. My name is Corey Brooks. I'm one of your 2 commentators for this evening. Join with me in the comms booth. It's not Tom Carter, or should I say just Tom Carter, as he's now changed his name.
Yeah, it's just Tom C now.
It's Tom C.
So yeah, but I can't wait to get this circuit and race underway. You have to forgive me for a moment though, because I'm a bit of a mess. I'm missing headphones and I don't know where they are. They've just completely got up and run off. But someone who can't run away anymore is the championship leader, as he's not here, as you heard Brooksy say as well. The first 2 people in the Drivers' Championship are absent.
Yes, absolutely. So that will be Josh B13 and Oster. Not here, not racing today. However, we are heading ourselves over to the one and only mighty Yas Marina. 5.281 kilometers long, 3.281 miles with 16 turns and 2 DRS zones. But that is 2 detection points, which means after you come out of DRS zone 1, get yourself through that chicane, you need to pick that detection point up once again. So that certainly opens the door for huge strategies here, huge mind games and mighty DRS fights. Only 2 zones and they are so close, tightly packed together with that extra jump in the DRS zone, so it certainly spices things up here. But do not let us keep you waiting any longer, because we are about to go trackside for qualifying. You're now joining us trackside, and you catch us on board with the V-Carb at the minute. Although not being the first one out so far, he is just about to come around turn number 5 and get himself onto one of those mighty 2 DRS straights that I just mentioned before. Nevertheless, I think it will be Boss Moss, the first to come to cross the line. It will be. He's just about to get into sector 3 now, coming around that treacherous turn 9, looking to warm those tyres up and possibly get the best banker lap needed in terms of qualifying position. Oh, he does. He's conceding, actually. He's going to concede to the Alpine. That being Sid, CTB1. He will be the first to set a bank of time. So, could that be strategy? Looking for potentially gaining a bit of a slipstream, though, in qualifying. But nevertheless, here comes Sid. Turn 15 done and fires around 16. But careful not to run it too wide and invalidate this lap. But he does power down towards the line to start what will be the first time lap you will see on the board. He gets his anchors on and gets the rotation round to the left. Only slight on the braking because you need to really try and maximise the exit speed out of turn 1. But get you that run up the hill towards turn 2, 3 and 4. But no, down he comes. It will be a purple sector 1 being the first to set it, and around turn 5. This is also another corner that can catch you out. If you don't get the rotation right, you don't get the angle right, you're going to catch yourself catching too much curb on that outside line, get yourself into a bit of a wobble if you're too quick on the power, and potentially spin yourself round. But he's looking good now to finish that first DRS straight and into the chicane. 6 and 7 done and dusted, looking fairly tidy for the Alpine driver, and gets that rear wing open once again, powering down towards turn 9 of the very fast left-hander. You sort of want to ease the brakes gently and absolutely fire it round. Send it one to the left-hand side, catching yourself on the throttle as quick as you can, but don't get on too quick and catch yourself that understeer, pushing yourself wide. Here we go now through third sector, looking mighty squared away as he comes through. Turns 13 and 14, you can catch yourself out a little bit too much on the curb there, but Sid's lap is looking fine already. Will it be a time to beat? Will it be one to look up to as he comes around turn 16 now to cross the line at 23.9? Looking good though, if I say so myself, Tom.
Good lap there from Sid. Actually from Bossmos more than Sid. But
wow!
Yeah. So we've got all bar 2 drivers on the laps at the moment. There are a couple more drivers in 13 in the lobby. It's just that they've not been able to take control of their cars apparently.
Leon! Oh my god, he's just set a new pole position. 6/10. Wow, huge gaps, huge gaps.
At the moment, but we'll see drivers filter in those gaps at the as the qualifying session goes on. There's like some sort of static down the back straight as well. It's very strange.
Yeah, a little bit of visual bugs there. Nevertheless, Andres jumps ahead of D Summers there. Lily Lee, his Aston Martin teammate, just behind that Kicks Alba, next to cross the line. Who will it be? Is that Sam? It is Sam indeed. Cooper Fang goes fastest by a 10th and a half. What a monumental lap for the V-Carb reservist. Comes to cross the line is Sam, 8:44.23.4. It's only good enough for P4.
Yeah, I'm just having to sort out some invites at the minute, which you'll have to forgive me for being a bit quiet.
Don't worry about it. Tom H is on an out lap, but his teammate Glitch 10 certainly is not, and will come across the line. It's only good enough for P3 at 22.6. Certainly there's more time in that lap, but his teammate now goes on to set his lap. So this could be where the Ferraris excel. The Ferraris currently doing very, very well for themselves. Have got themselves in a P3 and P4 in the standings, pushing the constructors to the top spot. So that's much needed in terms of an overall championship. But those Ferraris are well within a striking distance of Drivers' Championship. Glitch 10 currently sits himself in third position in the overall standings there. So can his teammate get close enough as well? Can Tom H potentially push on and get further up the field? So he needs the points here. He needs the qualifying for sure. What's going on?
Yeah, someone's getting a toe. Yeah, someone's getting a toe over here, I think. One of the Ferrari boys.
I don't think Glitched is on.
Are they both from about 88? I think they're both running 88.
Glitched isn't invalidated, so he picked up a toe for no reason.
Oh.
Tom's coming through though. No, that might have been a bit of a strange strategy call there from the Ferraris. Could be a bit of team games here. They've got the constructors, but now are they fighting each other? Tom lurking behind only by 4 points.
Maybe Tom's going to give Glitch 10 a toe again now when Glitch 10 starts his lap, but Tom goes P5.
Glitched is into the pits. Left.
Oh, yeah.
Who's next? Is that AJ? It's not. It will be the teammate. Piney Penguins across the line for 44, so that's either an issue or a double outlap.
That lap from AJ is very slow, but he's on a faster lap now. 1.2 seconds up. thankfully.
AJ looks to have done 2 outlaps there with that 28 time, possibly trying to get the temperature in the tyres. He's now deploying that battery. He's 3.6 seconds up on his time so far, but it's not a huge gap. What's he going to get in third
Yeah,
sector
that's
here?
still not the fastest. We'll gain more time through the final sector as long as he doesn't get caught out in traffic. The Aston moves out the way enough.
Coming around turn 14 now. Doesn't catch himself too wide, although it is very easily done. Fires himself around 15. What's going to happen? Anything interesting gonna come to play for the Red Bull? It's not gonna be. It's only good enough for a 23.6.
Just while we're here as well, at the start of the stream, the hairpin at the one where Verstappen overtook Hamilton is at turn 5. I'm just trying to calculate how many turns
That
there
is
are on
turn
little wavy
5.
bit.
That is turn 5.
Okay, yeah, so it's 1, then 2, 3, and 4, and then 5. Okay.
Absolutely correct, my friend.
I'm just calculating the turn numbers in my head.
Sid's going to start another fly-in lap. Here he comes to cross the line, power down towards turn 1. We saw him, the first driver to set a time. Not happy with that 23.9. Oh, he's invalid out of turn 1. He's pushed it too hard.
He's got plenty of time. He can just do another out lap. He's only done 1 corner.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate. Turn 1 of all places. What a place to do it.
Yeah, just easy to run a little tiniest bit wide there.
Absolutely. What's that? That's the Red Bull. Staying behind the Aston Martin. Oh, was that what's going on here? Little bit of
AJ's already set a lap. He's on
they've
the
all
laps.
set laps. I don't think Lily Lee is pushing, but AJ is sitting behind, being careful not to impede the Aston Martin, just in case he's on a lap.
He's not.
So Leon is on a flying lap. Just come round turn 1 now, looking to get the power down towards turn 2. Going up that hill, it can be treacherous, but he comes around 3, nice and bonny, and out of 4. Sets himself up. Is that a full purple sector 1? Maybe it is, but as he comes around turn 5, now looking to open that rear wing on the back straight. DRS zone 1 of 2. He needs to maximise the exit speed there out of 5 and keep the momentum going. With that rear wing and the ERS deployment, it's certainly going to be some excessive speeds coming down that straight. Unlike the second DRS zone where you have that curvature, you do put a bit of strain on the car using the aerodynamics as you're turning around the curve going into turn number 9. Nevertheless, he's looking fairly squared away. Sector 2, 2.5 tenths up. It will potentially be a new pole position time if he can keep his footing for the rest of the lap. He will jump ahead of Cooper by around a 10th. Cooper potentially could improve that though. He is coming out on his outlap, reserving him for what will be your usual Josh B13. Sat second in standings, but he's not racing it today. Oh, Leon almost running a little bit too wide there on the exit of 14.
Tell you what I've just noticed is that Leon's helmet colours matches his car livery, which I'm a sucker for because I do it as well.
Oh, there it is.
Except for the deep blue, but it's a deep focus for Leon.
Yeah. Looks very good.
It's just a little bit lighter as well. His helmet is a little bit lighter than the car.
Yeah, it is a little bit, but he's trying to match that colour scheme. Very well done from the V-car driver. But he does set a new pole position time with a 22.1. Cooper is now coming out to do his lap. He's coming around. He's the closest so far. However, Glitched Hen. Is this a double out lap for Glitched Hen as he comes to cross the line? Cooper is on and out.
RB boys having a flyer today. Glitch 10's just improved. I saw the lap timer tick up by the tiniest bit. It's not a lot.
Oh, so he was on a flying lap though.
Yeah, he was.
Ooh.
Here comes Cooper though. Cooper's starting his lap.
Yep, Cooper now about to power into turn 1.
Wonder how he's going to do this. It's a nice and tidy turn 1. He doesn't run too far wide. He takes the exit curb though. He turns in for turn 2 quite early. Takes a little bit of curb. 3 and 4. You want to scrub off as little speed as you can on the tyres and maintain them throughout the lap. Into 5. Brake at 50 metres just over. He brakes on the curb and you want to take a nice and tight line. Wash wide on the exit. Use as much space as you can. Take the curb if you have to. Then it's the DRS. The DRS opens quite early at this straight. Got 2 cars ahead that are traffic trying to warm up the tyres. We'll see if they impede him. He doesn't at the moment. It's a nice and late braking zone here for the chicane. You want to take it down into second. He's taking it into third on the exit there. Nice and snappy. So it means he's probably got a very pointy front end on. He's got a couple of cars ahead as well, still giving him dirty air through the fast left-hander here. It's nice and big and it spoons you around.
Whoa,
But he's been impeded.
Oh no. My word!
That's a quality banning coming for, I think it's Piney
That
Penguin.
must be Piney.
No, it's AJ.
Oh, it's AJ! No!
Oh dear.
Huge impede there from the Red Bull driver who's only on his outlap. It's not even like he was pushing. That's unfortunate there. He's shaking the car, trying to get those tyre temps though.
Well, let's see how AJ does then, see if that warm-up was worth it. That he's just cost Cooper fan his time.
Well, with just under 6 minutes to go, he still has a chance to go again. However, that could have been the time that was needed to actually challenge Leon, because the minute it's a 3/10 gap. Here comes AJ though, down into turn 5, fires it round up by around half a tenth. Not a lot, but still a slight improvement. Can he do any more from that? But Piney Penguin, his teammate, is right behind. Can he get the tow needed? Can he get the speed needed from his teammate ahead? I don't think
he's going to be getting a bit of a tow from that distance. He's close enough that the slipstream will have an effect.
So he will have that little bit of an effect. He is close enough, like you say, but now come out of the chicane. Rear wing open once again. How close is he there? Is he close enough this time for that effect? I don't think he is. That's a bit of a big gap. But it's not going to stop his the Red Bull AJ from pushing on into the third sector now, coming around turn 9. A corner that can really catch you out, especially later on in stints as that tyre life burns away from you. But he's dispatching of the double right-hander, 10 and 11 done. Round another right-hander at 12 and swings himself back round to the left through turns 13 and 14. Really need to be careful on your power and not run too wide on the outside curb in between those corners. But now comes around 16 squared away. Is it the improvement he needs? He's up into P5 with a 23 flat.
Not an awful lot from the RB boys. They both improved their position at least, but I wonder how much that'll actually mean in the grand scheme of things. AJ making the best of that, what probably will be a penalty incoming count, but he will have another chance at least.
Absolutely. A putter's on board with D Summers in his kick Sauber coming into the chicane, 6 and 7 now. Looking to get the foot down and get the exit needed for the momentum as he gets a rear wing open once again. Deploying that battery with rear wing and a company that was slipstreaming the race, you'll turn into an absolute rocket ship. He fires around turn 9 now. Little bit of a slide there on the entry. Potentially getting too quick on the throttle. A bit too trigger happy. But comes into third sector. Looking to potentially gain up on his time. Can he do anything about it? I don't know. He may have backed out of that. He's out of fuel. He's going to the pits. Never mind.
Yeah, he's backed out there. He must be out of fuel. You know, it's really easy to underfuel the car and just forget that you need it to come into the pits on the in lap. So
absolutely, we're on board with Lanky. He's not up on his time at the minute. He's almost down by a tenth, but he could still have a couple of tenths in his lap as of yet.
Oh,
only 13.
AJ's just crashed in the pit entry.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Is he still going again?
Twice. Doesn't want to get disqualified again, surely.
No, he's got himself into the pit lane, so mechanics will...
It was him last time, wasn't it?
It was, yes.
Thought it was.
Well, now back on board with Lanky. Is Lanky going to improve his time anymore into the second sector? Could it be a double outlap? He's up by a tenth and a bit, so he is improving. He's firing it around turn 9 now. Maybe third sector, he lost a lot of time in his earlier laps because he's around about 2 seconds almost off the pace. He's over 2 seconds off the pace. Needs a huge improvement. Maybe had that moment in third sector, but he now comes around 13. Fires it around 14. Almost ran it a little bit too wide. That was very, very close to the track limits. My. Disqualified is Sam, blocking the pit lane.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Had a moment on the exit.
Yeah, he's probably just had a moment on the exit and been wrongfully disqualified. That's unfortunate.
He will not do any better than P13 or Sam disqualified, but he had a 3-place grid penalty anyway. How will that play out?
Yeah, we'll soon find out how he plays out there.
That's...
we are going to have a couple more drivers in the race, so...
Absolutely. Everybody's coming out for an outlap now. How long's left? Because I've still got the yellow flags.
Yeah, I've got yellow flags
just
as
under
well.
2 minutes. Just under 2 minutes. I just caught it.
Yeah. I'm just listening to the new Ferrari engines as well. Oh, man.
I'm currently on board with Cooper Fan as he comes out and potentially pushes that V-Cab to the top spot. We've seen them up there before. The V-Cab team duo, Leon and Josh, have both been a very powerful early on racers. Like they've absolutely decimated some of the earlier rounds, getting consistent points finishes. But the Ferrari have just come out and no one's had an absolute fight back. Well, Cooper comes through onto the second DRS straight and gets out of turn 7 nicely. Invalids, never mind, it wasn't too nice. Got himself too quick.
His teammate is going to start ahead of him then. There's a little gap in between them of a couple of attempts that the other drivers can filter themselves into. So it could be Cooper Fan dropping a couple of positions here instead of starting on the front row with his teammate Leon. We'll see Glitched and Bossmos, AJ and Tom are all still on their out laps while Andres, Sid and Andres and Sid are on their laps at the moment, as well as Leon.
Currently on board with Andres, who may be looking to set his final flying lap, does not have the time to go around again. 30 seconds remaining until the flag drops. He comes around 15, goes into the pits. That's not a lap from Andres. We'll go on board with Sid, who's going to be next. Everybody else is on their out laps. Everybody's starting the laps. Sid will be the next to cross the line. That was a weird thing. Whoa!
What's happening?
Oh, I'm having a visual bug. The Alpine, the liveries are not loading correctly.
It's fine for me.
Oh, there it is. There it is. The front nose, the nose of the car changes colour. It goes all black, but across the line goes Sid improves by a little.
It does.
It does. You see it? How strange is that?
That's odd. We'll have to get someone to report that. But before we miss out, the driver order of setting laps of the drivers at the front is as the timing shows. So Glitch 10, Bossmos, AJ, and Tom will set their orders in the laps in that order. Leon improves again with I think he improved the tiniest bit, but how can Glitch 10 respond? He's coming through the third sector now.
He's currently
very
his
close.
Time. Leon's done, so he is going to stay where he is. Can Glitch 10 pull out the tenths needed? It's almost half a second needed. More than that to get pole position. He comes around turn 14, bit of a snap, like you say, yeah, catches himself around 15 and around 16. Will it be the improvement he needs? Can he get himself high enough? No, he cannot. He does not move anywhere, really. Stays where he is. Who's next, did you say? AJ?
AJ will be next. He's coming around the final corner right this second. He's 2 tenths up.
Oh, is it the improvement needed? Jumps Bossmos up onto P4. Cooper comes across the line. He's just shy. Oh, Cooper was just shy.
I wonder how Tom H did. He just crossed the line right at the last second. He was the last driver to do it.
That was hundredths. That was hundredths of a second. There it is.
Oh.
There it is. He was so very close. I just caught that out of the corner of my eye. Well, there it is. Cooper with one last push. Almost got it. My God.
So close. But as you can see, the 13 drivers that participated in qualifying will have a couple more additions to the lobby after. I think it's at least 2. So yeah, that's a good qualifying session from the boys. I think the RB boys can be very impressed with that.
Yes, good result. They're in the top 10. However, only 13 drivers making it to the grid. We're supposed to have a lot more. I will potentially have to take to the Discord to see what the crack-a-lack is that, though, as we get ourselves back over to the commentary booth. But this is actually the perfect time as we get back into the booth to take a quick look at the standings. Looking in at the drivers' standings, you can see Oster and Josh B leading that pack. 93 for Oster, 85 for Josh. However, they're not here today, so the door is open for Glitch 10 to potentially fire back and get himself to that top spot. He's level on point. Oh, I've got the points wrong. I think I have. I put 81. Ah, that's what I've done. Right, 81 is not Tom H. It's Glitch 10 and Tom on 80. So I've had that a little bit wrong. But nevertheless, I've wrote this down. I tried to write this down early on to make it easy for myself to go through it all.
Yeah, I'm just thinking to myself as well, if there was ever an error to make, it is that one, because the driver's standing is almost identical to what it would be anyway.
Yes. Yep.
So, yeah, the driver's standing is... So, am I right in thinking that just Glitch 10 and Tom H's names are in the wrong place?
No, they're correct. It's just I got the points wrong. I thought Glitch was on 85. I was about to say he's level with Josh, but he's not. He's on 81 and Tom's on 80. I've wrote it down wrong.
I thought the graphic was wrong. My bad.
I have a piece of paper with notes on. And
Yeah, okay.
I write down notes to make it easier to follow later on in the race, rather than needing to remember the entire standings
Do you
list.
know what? I'm just sitting here. I know you guys at home can't see it. You're currently looking at the drivers' standings, but all I can see is these
Yeah,
people
I
getting
know.
ready for the
It's
race
why I'm
restart,
giggling. It's why I'm
and it's
giggling.
quite funny.
There's
They're
just
just crashing into each other. It's quite funny. It's just like chaos.
absolutely. You know, we
But
have the lobby restarts and they're just
yeah,
murdering each other's demolition derby.
yeah, I'll let you know who's last man standing. But tell you what about talking about standings. These standings are interesting. You can see what it's 6 drivers within the title fight. 2 of them, Josh and Alster, absent at the moment. So that means that glitched Tom, Leon, Lugie are all leaning big in his mind, big in both of their minds. They can all make gains. And someone who I've just noticed is quite high up in the standings is Andres. Well done, Andres. This is a great position for him to be in, considering some of the other drivers in the league.
Yeah, you can see the difference in the fight there. You have a fight for the
Hmm.
championship there between P1 down to P6, and then you've got this midfield fight from P7 down to P13 with D Summers. But then at the back, they are still not with outside of striking distance. If they can get himself a good points finish, especially the likes of AJ, the Red Bull, who qualified high today, but with only being 13 drivers, it was expected. We have seen 2 drivers appear now in
Yeah,
the race
15.
ready for the GP, so they're not going to qualify. They will be racing. We have 15 now in the lobby, in the race, roaring and ready to go for this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. But it's looking mighty close. Like we said, we have this fight between the top
Um,
6 and that midfield
constructors,
fight all the way down. Absolutely. The
constructors.
constructors is going to make things spicy here. Look at that. The Ferrari jump ahead, 166 points. The V-Carbs have led it all season long. But now the Ferraris are right there on top spot. Not to mention, like you say, they are both drivers in contention for taking lead of the race, having the most points over the rest of the field behind those front 2 who are not showing here today. So,
Hmm.
Glitch 10 with a good finish, straight up to the top spot. The V-Carbs there, 157 points. But 2 V-Carbs on the track today, so that constructors fight is not over yet. We have Leon
2
taking
Ferraris
his
on the
seat.
track.
Yeah, 2 Ferraris, 2 V-Carbs. You have Leon in his seat and Cooper filling in that reserve as Josh is not racing, so the V-Carbs still have a very strong chance to stay in constructors fight. McLaren is where it's going to be a little bit of an issue with Oster not being there today. However, I do
I don't
believe
think we've got any McLarens.
we may have a reserve. Do we have a reserve? I don't think we do. We may not have any McLarens. We have no McLarens on the grid. So McLarens are going to really lose out here in this fight.
Yeah.
Potentially Williams seizing that open door and jumping higher up, as we do have the Williams drivers here with us today.
Um, I'm just trying to keep track of who isn't here. That's one.
Luge
Yeah,
is in,
yeah.
right? Yep.
Yeah. I'm just going on to my
Williams driver Luge, who could potentially be one
Mhm.
to watch in the race. He didn't qualify, but he certainly has some speed. Mercedes there, 72 points. Bit of a gap between that front four fight for constructors, and then Aston Martin lurking behind them with the Alpines, Pete Salbers and the Haas. Red Bull still not doing too well on the points. Things are not looking good for them. But I just want to make something announced here and now while we get all this lobby restarted, get everything set back up. Here's something that you all already know about. Season 2
Mhm.
information. So, complete 2 time trials. We are getting the sign-ups open September 27th. We are not far away. Bear that in mind. It's the 17th of September now. It's only just over a week, and it's just under 2 weeks to go before we get sign-ups open for Season 2. But also another announcement. A PC only tier may potentially be on the way. So if you are PC only, you are on Steam, you need to get yourselves over here, get yourselves signed up, and the sign-ups for them do not close until further notice. So this is something that isn't being announced as such, unlike the cross-play tier, which will close on October the 11th. So you have 2 weeks to get your sign-up sorted from September 27th. And also, on that, we can also announce that the calendar is no longer an 11-week calendar. It's going to be now a 12-race calendar. We've added an extra track to make things a little bit more spicy. Introduce 1 extra round, because you never know, with the title fight being this close now, with only 3 rounds to finish Season 1, look at that. That extra race could make the difference. So it normally stopped off at Qatar, Losail, but now we've added Portimao in Portugal. So an extra track, some little bit more spicy racing bit extra on the way. What do you think about that?
Sorry, I'm just trying to find Loogie. So there it is.
So we are trying to get the Lugmeister in. See if he can do anything in this fight. It's going to be interesting. But as we know, lobby restarts, as always, to try and get out some of those nasty little game bugs that may affect us in the Grand Prix. But nevertheless, we get the lobby reset up. It's 29 laps of Abu Dhabi to come. 29 laps, and the tyre degradation might be a little bit spicy on that right side. 9 turns, to the left, 7 turns to the right. If you take a little quick look at the track there. 5.281 kilometres long, 3.281 miles long, 16 turns, 2 DRS zones. Again, I want to point your attention to DRS zone 2 because this is where things are going to get interesting. You come down DRS zone 1, you know you have the advantage for an overtake. But if you pass them, as you get down to the turn 6 and 7 chicane, they're going to pick up the DRS back off you and re-attack down into turn 9. So this track certainly opens the door for some interesting, spicy racing, spicy overtakes, things that you wouldn't normally see in earlier races. The strategy. So that first DRS zone, drivers could choose to sit behind, wait it out, wait for the chance to pounce in that second DRS zone. But your rival ahead is already thinking the same game. DRS chicken could be on the tables. Still waiting for confirmation if we can get the all green to go to Grace track and go green flags. Not entirely sure yet. I will take a little quick nose at the discordings and get some information.
We're going to be going. We're going to be going without Loogie. He's having some technical issues. That means he's unable to continue. So he will not be participating this weekend. So that's one of your contenders out of it for this weekend at least.
Oh, that is unfortunate. But while we wait for this lobby to get going, here's another little sneak peek at your final 2 rounds. Silverstone, and then off to Sao Paulo, Brazil for the final. Things are certainly going to get interesting in the closing rounds, but Luge not being here today could potentially cost him some much needed points. Could it be a 6-man fight to the end, as it now drops to what potentially could be a 5-man fight to the end of the season for this Drivers' Championship? Luge was in that top 60. As a matter of fact, he is 6th. He's on 64 points, so needed a high points finish here today to keep in contention. We'll have to see what happens now as we get ready to go trackside for 29 laps of Yas Marina. I absolutely love this track, I've got to say. It's one of my more favourite tracks. Certainly brings some controversial moments, little bit of drama, and some interesting overtakes, some nice little battles. But again, what's the tyre strategy going to be here? Because, you know, with it being over to the hotter side of the world, certainly thermal degradation is a major issue. But nevertheless, we're going to get ourselves to go trackside because the race is just about to begin. Oh yes, here we go. Everybody's starting to apply their setups because of that restart. Certainly opens the door for different tyre strategies. You have softs at your disposal even after qualifying. Fresh softs, brand new softs to bring into a Grand Prix. So any late safety cars, you might see them come out. But here we go. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. And the lights are out and we are go, go, go for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Round 9 in Season 1 for Tier 1. And down into Turn 1, it's the V-Cabs on top. But AJ straight on the attack with Glitched Hen there. What could that have been? Bit of rough and tough. The Red Bull still sandwiched between those Ferraris, but further down the field there's already quite a gap opening up. Boss Moss has almost lost a second there. What's happened with the Williams driver? But he's closing back up now. As we get into turn 5, you see the cars battling away there at the back of the field. Oh, every point is necessary, especially this late into the season. There's only 2 Grand Prix to go after this one. Sid has found himself sat there in P7, not really pushing too hard, almost had too much of a gap to gain any on Boss Moss ahead. Glitched Hen is possibly under threat from AJ, but so far everybody has got themselves away nicely and cleanly. Little bridges of gaps opening between drivers. Leon is now starting to gap his V-Carb reserve teammate. Oh, this is getting interesting.
Yeah, it is a little bit interesting so far. The start, though, pretty clean for the most part. Not too much drama.
No, it's all push. Is it the tyre management, do you think? Maybe the
Yeah, probably
focusing
just
on that
managing
tyre
the tyres.
management. Lily Lee has lost DRS as we get ourselves ready for lap 2. Is that Lanky there being passed by Piney Penguin? Or maybe getting himself collected in a bit of a moment. However, he did lose that position down the field.
Yeah, he's done in, what, P12 now. I'm just noticing under braking or lifting off the throttle, at least, the onboard of the Haas sounds actually quite nice.
I've just noticed something's wrong. There it is. My bad. I ended up changing the way the video streams, and the overlay was not on, but it is on now. I've just literally noticed it out the corner of my eye. But it's because I had to play with settings earlier to see how things could improve in the stream. But now looking down the field, Sam making moves, getting past Lily Lee after a disastrous qualifying, ended up disqualified in the pit lane. Comes into the... Oh, is that contact? There was somebody's front wing collected there. Somebody's got damage. I saw that carbon fly. It's not, it's Lily Lee. The Aston Martin's missing that front left end plate.
Not ideal. He's under threat from Piney Penguin. Piney Penguin takes P10. Final points paying position from Lele.
D Summers, can he get improvement though? Lanky one's right on his tail. Lanky's not had the best start here. Dropping himself down to P13. He was on a bit of an attack earlier with Piney, but now he's fell down the order. The V-Carb of Sam though doing very, very well off the start. Now needs to push on, get past Ingram and chase down Sid. But Sid is outside of the DRS. Tom sets a new fastest lap. We'll go back to the front of the field as we look to see how things are going to elapse as they come through the first sector and get themselves ready for DRS in sector 2.
Yeah, I'm just keeping an eye on it. The Aston Martin of Lele just dived into the pits instantly on the first lap. That'll be not ideal for the Aston driver. That's both Astons in the bottom two positions now, which isn't good. But we can see Cooper fan probably going to make the move on Leon there, and I say make the move loosely because it probably just is a way. He's just getting passed by the fact that he has DRS. But here comes Glitch 10. Glitch 10 down the inside of Cooper. He's having none of it. He doesn't want the teamwork to be done in. Here he's going to help his teammate Tom 8 choosing P5 just at the back of this field, and he's going to maybe allow him to just cut through.
Oh, that was mighty, but he sacrificed the DRS there. Maybe only one car is going to be able to get past. Cooper will go through. Leon sits behind.
Good move, Cooper. Around the outside.
Yeah, well controlled there from the V-Carb reserve driver. This is, I think, his first race, his debut. Could we see a different winner in a debut race once again?
I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if we had, 8 winners in, what is it? It would be 8, yeah, it'd be 8 winners in 9 races, wouldn't it?
Yeah, 8 different drivers to take the top spot in 9 rounds. We went 7 for 7 until Glitch 10 took his second race victory of the season last time out in Saudi Arabia.
In P1 sits the challenger, and in P2 sits the champion. As it stands, he's got the most accolades out of every driver in this league in its short history span so far. But if you would like to join and be part of the history that is being written for next season, we've got a PC only tier, and we've got, I believe, console only tiers. There won't be a crossplay
No, it
tier.
will stay crossplay. You can
it will stay crossplay, but there will be there definitely will be a PC tier exclusive for just PC without crossplay. So if you would like to be involved in that, I think it'll probably be the pinnacle of the league, and it's probably going to be. Excuse me, I've just knocked the microphone, but it'll probably be the main focus where the drivers that take it the most.
Oh, AJ there with a late lunge into the hairpin. Sorry to cut you off, but he's really trying to push past that V-Carb Leon. Wow, that was very brave from the Red Bull, but he's still challenging for that position. And with the DRS, he makes it side by side. He has that optimum inside line into turn 9. Through he goes, sends it one on the V-Carb and does get through. What a move from that Red Bull.
Leon's dropping back a little bit now, and I'm going to check the tyres. Somebody did ask in chat, and we haven't checked for 4 laps. There's been some good action, and the only drivers on hards are Tom, Piney and D Summers, and then Andres at the back has gone onto the softs at the start, which has proven not to be ideal for him at least.
Absolutely, that was monumental racing from that Red Bull, really challenging for it there. Sits himself on the podium. Oh no! Oh! What has happened there? He's gone!
VSC.
VSC is round. He's completely lost that front wing. We were just bigging him up for it all. And down he goes. Falling to the back of the field. You see Andres and Lanky dive into the pits. No, my goat is in the wall. And there's an illegal overtake.
wanna
You see
see.
him get past. The game can offer that sometimes in the most unfortunate situations. However, if D Summers chose to stay out, so you get the penalty and then he'd serve it in the pit. Oh, that's unfortunate. He's had to sacrifice that one.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for D Summers. He's just got it where the safety car, the yellow flag, like it counts the driver that's stationary as the driver that's on track and in control. So you can't overtake him. It's not ideal, but it just happens sometimes. Nothing we can do about it. But I wonder how this video. This is a virtual safety car, so the racing will stay the same. But AJ is going to have to come into the pits now. This is a virtual safety car to allow him to get most of the distance to the pits without losing much time, except for what he spun out and lost at least. But the drivers at the front have spread out a little bit. They might want to get a bit closer together as the sphere he's going to end. I can see Tom H is catching up a little bit, so he's probably making it sure that Delta is as close to 0 as he can have it. They'll be gone soon, I can tell.
We'll get back looking at the front.
There
it is.
Party Penguin is the only one that could not keep his Delta positive. He's dropped it too early. Oh, Glitch 10 takes a warning as well. Third warning, it's 3 seconds for track limits.
Yeah, that's not good. That's very not good for Glitch 10. He could be challenging for his 3rd race victory and 2 on the bounce. But no, he needs to gap by 3 seconds.
Yeah, forgive me for saying this, AJ, but AJ's demise has allowed for a great battle to open up here. Look at this. We've got the 2 constructors, championship contenders, and the 4 drivers, championship contenders, all in the top 4, uninterrupted and ready to fight for the title here. 3 rounds to go, 2 to go after this one. 50 points up for grabs, maximum. Well, 52 if you count that. And then for constructors, it'll be, 2 18s, 2 25s, and 4 points. No, 2 25s is 50, 2 18s is 36, 50 of 36 is 86, and plus 2 is 88 points possible after this race for a team. So
absolutely, mate. Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. The Glitch 10 really needs to push on. He's going to certainly feel the pressure, unless it is an invalid, should I say, time penalty. Always the chance for the stewards to get a report for a removal. Always that chance.
But I think it's unlikely. I think he just ran too far wide on the air in the 3rd sector. But these RBs are not. If I was the teammate, I'd maybe either think about getting ahead of Glitch 10 or behind Tom H, because at this point you're just tripping over each other. You're just caring too much about being close to your teammate. And it takes a lot of composure out of you to stay driving close to your teammate like this. So it might be better for the psyche to be 2 and 4 instead of 2 and 3 at the moment for the RBs. But it means that Tom H and Glitch 10 have the tactical upper hand here. They're in the high ground as it stands.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with that, my friend. This is starting to spice up. You see the VCABs getting very, very close together. I don't know. I wonder if Glitch is going to slow them down a little bit. Try and move them back to help Tom H. This is certainly team against team here. The top 2 fighting against each other.
Well, it is good for Tom H because Tom H is on the harder compound and he's staying with them, so he's going to have the advantage at the end, and he probably won't lose too much position. I'm not sure how much the fresh tyres are better here.
Oh my God, look at that. They're starting to gap. It's almost 5 seconds though. These 2 constructors battling it out. They know what's at play here. They know there's a championship on the table. Now, the VCABs are only going to benefit in a way of getting higher in constructors. But the Ferraris are going for lead of drivers' standings also. Glitch 10 pushing as hard as he can to potentially jump against the McLaren, who's been at that top spot for quite a while now. Potentially all the rounds we've seen. Josh B13 challenging for that lead, but both of those drivers are not sitting here today for this race. So where Glitched is, 81 points, he's not far off. With a decent victory here, he jumps them. He goes straight up.
It's all to play for at the moment. The lack of attendance here can be crucial. I think the drivers that aren't attending today might have underestimated how much a no point scored is going to change the chances of having the title this season, just with how close it is. And I think also drivers like, I think, we have 6 drivers in the fight here, but some of those drivers are not going to be in the fight as of next round. I think one of those is Lugi at least. He'll still be mathematically in there, but it'll take a lot.
It will indeed. We could see a move here. Oh, 3 seconds for AJ. Oh, he's done moves at the front. There is the mighty battle at the front. There goes Cooper. There goes Leon. The VCAB's looking to take control of the race as we get into the turn 6 and 7 chicane. But the power's back down now. Glitched has the DRS as Cooper went through. Glitched is certainly going to try and fight that one back. Tom H is staying there. Here he goes. Inside line into turn 9. What a send. Oh, they're still fighting side by side on the exit. Can Glitch get the upper hand? Oh, he does pull through just before we get to turn 10. God, fighting out here. Here we go. This is what we were waiting for. There's also a fight for P5. Bossmos fighting Sid CTB1. Although Sid has that 3-second penalty, he's not letting it hold him back from what he will be fighting away for that position. Glitch retakes the lead of the race after that monumental little battle there, and the VCABs sit just back behind, taking 2 and 3 on the podium stop.
What a move that was from Cooper. What a little scrap that was as well between Glitch 10 and Cooper. Glitch 10 just prevailing. He's probably thinking about his teammate in P4, trying to keep him in the fight. You know, the more scrapping that happens ahead of Tom H, the less he's going to lose to these guys, and also it's for the lead, so it's not like they're losing time to people ahead, is it?
No, absolutely not. This is certainly a spectacle.
We'll see round 2.
Here we go. Can they be at it once again? The VCAB goes for it. Glitch being smart about it. He's going to let him do it. He's just going to benefit with the DRS coming back around this chicane. Oh, Tom's through also. Wow.
Oh,
Tom goes through. Mighty, easy with the DRS, gets past Leon, but now Glitch 10's challenging back for the lead, and his teammates through. So certainly the Ferrari's now with the upper hand. Glitched is no longer sandwiched between VCABs. It's now Cooper sandwiched between Ferraris.
Leon struggling on the tyres. He's had a big massive slide there coming through the corner. I wonder how that's going to affect his pace and his tyre wear going forward. Tom H is going to be wondering how long it's going to be before his hards come into their window, how long it's until the mediums aren't the optimal tyre anymore. And yeah, it's looking like it might be soon. Leon's struggling so much. It looks like he's got no grip, and there he goes. He's into the pits. I told you that he had an issue. It could be temperatures, it could be anything, but he's into the pits now. Is he going to go onto the hards to the end? It could be a 2-stop even.
It is both, I believe. We are fighting between the top 6 of the drivers. Leon is in contention to get himself in mix in the standings on 72 points. The lead is 93. So Leon, here he goes! Cooper's going through.
Every driver in the top 4, net top 4, that's Leon, and then the top 3 as it stands are all in contention for championships, one or the other. We've got so many drivers in contention for the Drivers' Championship, I can't even count them, except for Cooper in this instance, that's on the track because he's a reserve. But the team that he's consequently gone for today, which is RB, are in the Constructors' fight, and they are truly in the Constructors' fight, as are Ferrari. So it's basically toe for toe at the moment. They're going punch for punch. It's almost completely equal.
Yeah, absolutely. It is literally pound for pound, punch for punch. As you say, they're both fighting for what is Constructors and Drivers' Standings Championship. It is literally Ferrari against Visa Cash App Racing Bulls, VCARBs for short. The Racing Bulls. It's getting insane now.
Yeah, the first season of OTLR has proven to be something of something magical. At least
in goes Cooper.
Yeah. Cooper's obviously trying to do the same strategy as Leon then maybe. But as I was saying, this season has been magical. I can't believe we're down to the final 3 rounds as it is. I mean, it feels like the season's just getting started, and that's just because the action has been consistent throughout the whole way. So it's going to feel like that until the end. And if you would like to join us for the end, for the showdown in Brazil in a couple of weeks' time, we have that race, and in a week's time, is it Silverstone in a week's time?
It is Silverstone, right? Then we end ourselves at Sao Paulo in Brazil.
Title showdown at Brazil, you know you want to be there, and it's definitely going to be a title showdown. I mean, I think it's impossible for it to not be at the moment. I don't think anyone can clinch it beforehand as it stands.
No, it could be close. Like out of this race, I mean, Glitch 10, if he wins, then it's going to be very close. Very to the point that if he wins next round, it might be over. Or if he gets a high points finish next round, it could be over, and Glitch 10 could seize it in round 10. It all goes down to how this race plays out. A huge point gap is going to come in one way or the other if a Ferrari gets on the top spot. You've got Tom on 80 and Glitch 10 on 81. So they're going to jump ahead in a way. Oster has been leading the championship all the way through. They're well within a striking distance, and if they, either one of them win the next round out, then it is game over. It's got to be.
Yeah, I'm just thinking how akin this is to real life with the Ferrari boys doing something a little bit different to everyone else. Leon at the moment he's got a little bit of clean air. Cooper fan, he's got D Summers ahead. Just up the road, he's going to catch up quite quickly.
Oh, there's a battle
I imagine.
there, but that camera angle's terrible. Give us a battle on. There we go. Battle there between the final points taking position. Lanky almost gets into contact with Piney Penguin. Piney's not on the optimum line. Lanky's going to close that up a little bit more on the exit. Bit of a squabble there between Red Bulls and the Haas driver. But big moment for Piney Penguin. He's all over the show.
He's gone.
Oh, he's absolutely gone, and he's gone everywhere. That was massive for the Red Bull. However, did himself very well to stay out of the wall. But that tyre grip was gone. He was just sliding everywhere.
Glitch 10's struggling now as well. He's lost the position to Tom H. Tom H on hards. But he's going to take it back now. His teammate won't fight it. They're just going to be thinking about getting to the end at the moment. I can see they're coming up to some lap traffic now. It's Lele. He's had a struggling race. Glitch 10.
Ooh. He's letting him through. I think Glitched is going to be boxing.
He needs to box soon. I think he's losing time to... I think Leon is going to jump them, but I wonder by how much.
Yeah.
I wonder if Tom H can do something about it.
So they must have been pushing very hard there, and obviously Glitched is giving Tom H the upper hand here, working for that teammate gain though, that he's letting him use the DRS, letting him get past, not holding him back, although those medium tyres are sweltering, melting and blistering away on this tarmac. He's not going to put his teammate under any restraint pressure. They know what's at stake. They know they can take the constructors and extend that constructors with a positive 1-2 here. The V-Carbs showing perfect pace, showing that they're right there in that fight. It's not been a domination for the Ferraris. It's been a battle all the way through.
Look at that undercut.
Oh my.
Oh wow. That's a big undercut.
Yeah, that is huge though. That's 3.5 seconds.
4 seconds.
Yeah, 4 seconds even, yeah. 5 seconds if you... Oh no, 4 seconds to Cooper, but it's 5 seconds to Leon.
That's crazy. That's a crazy massive undercut. Yeah, that's big.
We'll take another quick look now at the tyres as everybody's starting to implement their pit stop strategies. Sam has just done his, comes out. Down into P10. Bit of a recovery though. AJ as well.
You'll have to forgive me, I'd have to run for 2 seconds.
Yeah, no worries. AJ as well, having the benefit there. He's had to change his wing. He's done 7 laps on those hards already, but he comes out now in P11. He's very close, to be fair, to Sam. So, could there be a battle there? You see the little DRS train. It's going to benefit AJ overall, especially after getting himself in that spin, dropping himself into the wall, losing that front wing. Cost himself quite a lot of time. Those drivers will be faster later on in the stint. But for now, it's AJ who's literally pushing on to try and stay with that pack. Virtual safety car. Oh, I've missed something. I missed something. What happened? Do apologise. Virtual safety car. Everybody slowed down. And we now wait to go. Green flags once again. Lily Lee is on in hard tyres 1 lap order apparently. Oh, he's boxed maybe. Maybe he started hards. I think he started hards and he boxed for mediums. Now those hard tyres are back
what's
on.
happened?
There's been an incident. I didn't exactly see it. Lily has boxed for the same set of hards that he started on. Obviously getting that damage in the opening lap.
That's not the best strategic
they're only 1 lap
move
old.
I've never seen.
They're only 1 lap old.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Yeah, he had the damage in lap 1. Boxed for the wing, didn't he? He's done.
I mean, he is 1 minute 30 behind the person ahead, so I mean...
Not really anything to lose, like. But everybody now, I think, has completed their stops. Oh,
there we go, we're gone.
Oh, we are gone again. So, leading the pack, Tom H. He's ahead by almost 16 seconds. Almost.
He needs to extend.
Some time
Tom H needs to extend such that he has a big tyre advantage towards the end, because I feel like glitched boxed too late. Tom H is gonna. I mean, I don't think the hard. I think the mediums are horrible. It must be dreadful.
The helicopter cam's giving me a lot of stuttering today. I've got to
Is
be
it?
honest. Yeah, every other cam seems to be working fine. I've noticed it a couple of times now. Then when he gets on the helicopter cam, I'm trying to change the camera because I've noticed it's stuttering very badly. No, that may be the way I've been changing the settings. I had a little play with settings earlier to try and make things a bit more appealing, but it seems the helicopter cam's having a little bit of issues. Well, I say appealing,
Fine for me.
just less stutters, quicker frames. When we get to a helicopter cam, you should be able to see it a little better. Because if I can see the stuttering on my main screen, you're certainly going to be seeing it.
I can't see no stuttering on my screen, but that could just be
It's
me.
the helicopter cam, whenever we do the helicopter cam.
Yeah, I just checked the helicopter cam and it was fine for me. But
Oh,
Leon
for
and
you,
Cooper
yeah.
they're catching so much to Tom H.
Yeah,
Glitch 10's not got the tire advantage to even keep up with these guys, especially when they've got DRS.
well, going forward here, it's... I don't know, the V-Carbs, they've probably got the better strategy here, but they can't be fighting away too much. They need to be DRSing. As you can see there, Leon conceding to that V-Carb teammate and letting Cooper go ahead. There it is, there's the slight little stuttering.
I haven't seen any stuttering on my end, but
There,
yeah,
I've
you
seen
can
it on
see
the
the gap.
stream.
Glitch 10 just edging up.
Yeah, Glitch needs to get those tyres fired up completely. The V-Carbs are doing a better job here. Like I said, it was 5 seconds, and it still remained around 5 seconds as Leon and Cooper caught back up to each other. Tom H is dropping time, like I said, but he needs to extend those hards, and then he can come out on the medium tyres. He is yet to box in this Grand Prix, started on those hard tyres. So this is where things are going to start to get a little bit interesting.
It is getting interesting.
Yeah, the strategies are now coming into play.
I wonder how Tom H is going to cope with catching up to even Glitched. I think Glitched might even come out ahead of him. It's going to be quite a big gap to catch up as well.
Sam catching himself in a battle for P8 here. He's close enough to Ingram. Leon and Cooper doing a switcheroo once again. They're just using the DRS here now. This is how they're gaining so much time. They're being smart. They're closing that gap up to Tom H. Using the DRS, just passing each other, letting each other pass. As you see it again there, Cooper goes back through. It's big brain tactics to drop time because both cars will get the overspeeded DRS, and there goes Sam up into P8, taking it on Ingram. He's doing very, very well at the minute. Now has Andres in his sights for P7, and he's gaining. Oh,
yeah,
wait, fighting back is Ingram, the LP, but he doesn't have the DRS, so he will have to concede that. This is a little DRS train now once again. These three just passing each other, closing that gap up to Andres and his Kick-Sauber teammate D. Summers. Oh, runs wide! Sid! Catching himself a moment there on the exit of turn 9. The Alpine's starting to struggle a little bit.
Tom H is finally pitted, so he's going to have, 10, 11 laps on these tyres to catch up. I wonder where he's going to come out. I mean, look at the gap. Oh, my word.
Yeah, he's not lost out too much. He's only behind his teammates. So now it is all push to the end. As Sam closes right up to the rear of Ingram once again. These two fighting it out, God to say. But the V-Carbs back in control. Now, this is beautiful in terms of constructors. And it's absolutely beautiful for Leon, who's going to get closer and with a higher chance of getting... No, he will. He will jump ahead. Glitch will still jump ahead with his current position, but he's going to be right on the tail of Glitch 10 for the driver's standings. This is getting insane now. Glitch 10 has dropped a second, but he still has that 3-second penalty. It's not going to play out too well in the end. It's for Tom this now. Tom needs to be the one to try and
look how
fight
much
back.
Tom's catching Glitch though.
Yeah, this is what I mean. In those medium tyres, he's going to really gain some pace. This is Tom's race now. Tom needs to be the one to press on, but he's got almost 10 seconds to catch those drivers.
Yeah, I mean, the tyres will be cold at the moment, so it'll take a lap or two to fire them up, but you can't chew away at them either. I mean, if he uses them up too quickly, it's over. I mean, he's not going to be able to catch up. We saw at the start they weren't very nice.
Well, we watched it earlier, but now here it goes! Oh, somebody's just hit the wall.
Is it D. Summers?
No, I think in Aston Martin, the lap Lily Lee. Into the pits he goes.
He's having a nightmare, he is.
Yeah, he's lost another part of his wing. But that pack has closed up to D
Glitch
Summers
10's
as D
catching.
Summers has pitted.
Glitch 10 is catching. He's caught up a little bit since we last checked.
Yeah, it's another half second.
Oh. I mean, yeah, Leon just
Oh,
blocks his
here we
rears.
go. Andres is fighting it with Ingram. Sam goes through also on Andres. The Aston Martin dropping two positions. Yeah, Sam certainly fighting it out with these Alpines. He's doing well. He had a disaster in qualifying. He's up into P7. Looking good for what could be a P6. If not, potentially catching that 10-second gap in the final 11 laps. Does he have the pace to do it? Can he get P5?
The texture bug is horrible for the Alpine. I've just
It
seen it again.
is. It's only started happening since the update, so I can only assume it's something in the recent update.
Yeah, it probably is. Because they updated the cars, so there's like new sponsors and new parts and stuff on the cars. They're updated to recent. Yeah, I can see it. It's like there's only the blue parts of the car.
Yeah, the BWT, the stuff that they haven't changed.
Basically.
It literally is. It's the stuff they haven't rebranded. That's what's going on. There's some sort of graphical bug. Maybe after the race I verify my game files, see what happens.
No, I'm getting it as well, mate.
Oh, you're getting it as well?
Yeah, I just told you.
Oh, right, yes, it's both of us.
There's no number on the nose. It's like the sponsors around the cockpit, and the number on the nose is just only appearing when he gets close to the camera.
Yeah. Something going on there with the new recent update.
Glitch 10 is on his way. He's caught about 3/10 in a couple of laps there, so he's catching. But
Ooh, he's had a moment. He's dropping time. Ooh, almost dropped a bit of time there. He was within 2 seconds when I last looked, and he's dropped it back to 3. You see the VCAB still swapping it around, but here goes Sam. We've been watching this battle unfold, fighting it with Ingram, but once again, he'll concede that DRS. That Alpine is wide open for attack once again. Sam needs to take it on that second DRS zone.
yeah, he needs to not leave himself vulnerable. He must have the battery if he feels that confident, but he's not pulling away like the way I'd expect him to. So Ingram just goes to the outside and takes the position back straight away. So next time, I think maybe Sam should save on the straight and wait until after the chicane to take the position if he wants to keep it. Somebody's had a moment. I think it's Piney Penguin.
Oh, maybe. He's about to be lapped. He's in Sector 1 now, and so the VCABs and the Ferraris. So I think Sid may have had another moment. He's dropped himself down 2 seconds behind that fight that he was once a part of between Ingram and Sam, and has only just got past DeAndres once again. So, a bit of battling there for Sid to do. He needs to really push now to try and catch back up to that Kicks Alba.
Glitched is on his way.
Glitched is certainly on his way. You can see him there lurking in the background as Tom H, his teammate, comes around turn 5. Just saw him in the background. They are visible, which means they are coming and coming fast for the lead of the race. Glitch 10 dropping 3 seconds so far. He's sending it as hard as he can. He's really got some pace now. 9 laps to go. Can he extend a little bit more? Will he break that 3 seconds needed for race victory? If he does, he's certainly going to excel in championship standings. He's going to jump ahead literally into the triple digit number. The first driver to get in the triple digits in Tier 1 Season 1 in terms of points.
I mean, he's got 3 seconds, Glitch 10, so that's going to be brutal come the end of the race. Unless Cooper Fan and Leon can both make the same sort of mistake. But as it stands, the V-Carbs have taken their place at the top of the standings at the moment.
Oh, it's in the pit lane, never mind.
Yeah, he had a moment. He was nearly a lap down, so...
I want something to happen. I want to start shouting.
Yeah.
But everybody's, because of the strategy of the pit stops, they're all spread out. It's all for Glitch to try and catch back up and give us the entertainment we so long for.
Drivers closest to each other on the field at the moment is Sam and Ingram. They're very, very close to each other. They're just coming across the line now to start lap 20.
Yeah, they've been battling it out all race long. Sam's doing very well to get himself within some points. Currently sits himself in P11 in the standings. Can he jump higher with another consistent point finish?
Soon see. He's coming down now to the DRS detection. He gets it quite nicely. So he's got quite a nice bit of battery as well. So he's going to use that probably to come down the straight. But he's hopefully going to know for this time not to take the position and...
No, I think he's still going to go for it. I think he's trying to use him. He's trying to use him as a DRF buffer. They keep DRSing each other. The gap is closed down a little bit. but it's still 10 seconds almost to Bosmos. He's not going to get that P5. He's almost had a moment. Oh, he was on his front wing there. I wish we'd have saw a better angle of that one. Bit too quick on the power, but collected himself nicely. He's almost dropped the DRS, so this is beautiful for that Alpine driver, Ingram. Can he pull him out of the DRS? Can he break that 1 second? The kick Sauber's been fighting him all race long.
Yeah, he must be struggling on the tyres, Sam, or maybe he's got a bit of overheating going on. But he's still within that DRS zone just. So hopefully he can keep that and stay in the position he needs to be in. He's so close, Glitch 10 to DRS, probably next lap maybe. It's completely out of battery.
Into the chicane.
The
flashing light, recharge.
It's out of the chicane.
Yeah, out of the chicane even. See if he can get it.
He's not close enough, I don't think, unless these two trip over each other.
Sam doing well to stay within the fight after almost dropping it there out of turn 7.
Definitely.
Yeah, he's still not close enough,
straight.
but he is gaining in corners. Glitch just really sending that Ferrari now.
See where he stands at the end of this final sector.
Can he get the power? Look at that. Look at the traction difference. It breaks open, and then he closes down by another 10th. Through the corners, he really has the grip and the speed. He's got the confidence. Oh, that was 2/10. He's just took out.
They're tripping over each other just by being in the same place. I told you at the moment. I told you earlier, I didn't know that. Sometimes it's hard just to be by your teammate just because you're worried about crashing into your teammate, and everything you do is based on not doing that. So you lose time, you're concerned about it. He's not got the DRS right now, but he is within the 1 second gap. So if he can maintain that gap to the DRS detection, he is within a shout at this, or at least on track, P1.
Yeah, he is, certainly. But with that time penalty, he needs to pray that those V-carbs run it wide, especially as he starts to fight them. This is where he needs to have that fighter mentality. He needs to force his opponent into that mistake. Make yourself large in the rear mirrors. Get in the mind of your opponent. Make them think that you're going to make that lunge. Make them go late on the brakes. Make them get into a mistake. But he does have the DRS now. It's going to make it a damn sight easier to recharge that battery. 3 seconds for AJ. That's unfortunate. The Red Bull's still not doing well. Oh, that Ferrari is disgusting.
Yeah, it's not ideal, is it? Final sector we go, though.
Right on the tail now, right on the rear diffuser of the V-carbs. The fight is back on between your two championship rivals. Your constructors' rivals are battling it out once again. Tom, though, is not in a good position. 7 seconds behind. Oh, there's a moment. There's an open door. Glitched. He's looking for... Oh, contact! Cooper's rounding in the wall. What's just happened there?
Been rear-ended by Glitch 10.
Oh, that is unfortunate. The Ferrari carried too much speed there into turn 13 and sent one of his rivals round. It's now 6 seconds to Tom H. So it's only Leon he needs to fight with, and he is fighting with him into turn 1. He's trying to get the move done so he'll benefit from that second dose of DRS, and he does make it through into turn 2 and turn 3. Glitch 10 is being ultra aggressive here, really aggressive. Wants this 2 race victory in a row, the second in a row. There's contact there with a V-Carb Ferrari. Once again, they're really throwing it all out here. There's ultra aggression between these constructors' rivals, and here comes Leon.
If I'm Glitch 10, all I care about is holding up Leon now to Tom H, because I know I'm likely going to get a penalty that drops me behind Leon anyway. So the only person that can finish ahead of Leon in the Ferrari team is Tom H. Is Glitch 10 prepared to sacrifice maybe a bit of
No, he's fighting it. He's fighting it. Yeah. He's gonna fight Leon all the way.
Is he gonna do a Sergio Perez here, just whack it in non, go for the entire third sector in 8th gear maybe? We'll see how it is from Leon's onboard.
No, he's trying to bridge a gap. He's pushing. Oh, he's pushing. Leon there, recharging the battery. You saw the flashing lights on the entry. He needs that deployment to get a little bit recharged so he can fight back against Glitch 10. It's now Tom H against Cooper. But does Cooper have the damage? He does. He's missing a front right end plate.
He had massive damage.
Yeah, he's completely missing that front right side of his wing. He has huge damage.
I did see that at a first-hand perspective. I'm not going to pass comment on it, but do expect penalties to be dished out on that.
Oh, okay, okay. Have they know that I may be a steward? So that's something to review if he gets reported. But for now,
It
let's not
should.
speculate.
I'd expect it, but I'd also expect his Leon to not give up. Finishing ahead of Glitch 10 shouldn't bank on 3 second penalties because they can always be removed, like we said earlier.
Yeah, he needs to. Oh, slide from Leon, picking up
Struggling.
too much curb. He's struggling there, certainly struggling. They boxed earlier, remember that. So maybe a bit too much thermal deg in those hard compound tyres. They might be a little bit too worn out, but he is closing up with that DRS. The DRS makes it easy to close the gaps down on these straights.
Nearly at the end of the race already.
4 laps to go. It's Ferrari versus VCAB once again, like you saw in the opening stints, like you're going to see in the final stint. Ferrari versus VCAB. It's what it has come down to. This is the championship here, Season 1, Tier 1, off the line racing, and it could go down to the wire, to the last race. A 2021 repeat, only it's not the Red Bulls and Ferraris. Oh, it's not the Red Bulls and Mercedes, it's Ferrari and VCAB. And again, we won't be finishing in Abu Dhabi, we'll be finishing in Brazil.
Yeah, so it's going to be a proper showdown because all proper showdowns happen there.
Absolutely. Hamilton, cough cough.
Is that Glock?
Is that Glock on the track?
Is that Glock going slowly? It is. Oh my goodness me.
Yeah.
But no, at the moment it's
Massa came out
No
celebrating, didn't get it.
no one in the V carbs going slowly, no one in the Ferraris going slowly. They're both leading the Constructors' Championship charge. P1 and P2 together, and at the moment it's looking like a quite even result.
It is indeed. Still fighting it out though. Leon's doing very well to stay right on the rear tail of Glitch 10. He needs to take it on the track though. He needs to get ahead of Glitch 10, that penalty. Albeit could be removed, but depending on reports to come in. He needs to know the rules though on reporting this. As long as he knows them rules, then potentially it could go that way. So Leon, again, encouraged. Oh, he's almost losing the rear there on the exit of 14. The VCAV really struggling now. You saw how much time he's just lost. Lost a couple of tenths. Couldn't get the traction down. Not like that Ferrari can. The Ferrari certainly has the grip. This is insane. This is starting to get a little bit spicy.
3 laps to go, and I think as it stands, the Ferraris, so the RBs will score 25 and 12 points.
Oh, he's out of DRS. He's dropped it.
Who's dropped it?
Leon, he's dropped it out of DRS. He's out.
Oh! Not ideal for him.
No.
I wonder how that's going to affect the race. But as it stands, Glitch 10 is going to be P2 and his teammate P3. That's what 18 and 15 points. 18 is, and 10 is 28. 30, so it's 33 points for the Ferraris as it stands, and it's going to be 37 points for the RBs as it stands. So very close,
15,
basically.
15 for P3.
Yeah. So
25 plus 15.
18 and 15.
Oh yeah, he's
Ferraris.
P2. Oh yeah, he'll be P2 on time penalties. Yeah, my bad. Unless Leon does something disastrous. Yeah, my bad. Miscalculation though. But yeah, he will be 18 and 15. P2, P3. So he still could be podium lockouts for Ferrari. Unless Leon does something stupid, it'll be a victory for Glitch 10. He's struggling on those tyres, Leon, so he could just catch himself that little bit of slide, bit of understeer, running off the track, especially in a corner like 13, and on the exit of 14. But he's back on that rear.
Tom H is dropping time, so that means the mediums are already shot.
Yeah, they don't last long. Not around here. The thermal deg is going to be high. There's fast corners. That sector 1 is brutal on the tyres. Coming up through turns 2 and 3, it absolutely decimates them tyres. I'm going to be honest, you was flat to the floor, going uphill, and you've got rotation.
It's going to be a great ending to the race.
Sam still fighting it out for what is P6 now. I mean, penultimate lap. Is the VCAR going to send it? He's close enough. He has the DRS. He's going to wait. I think I know what he's doing. Recharging the battery. He's waiting for it. He's now going to get close. But no, what's he doing? Why is he going for it there? He's giving the position away to Glitch 10. But Glitch is smart. Glitch knows what he needs to do. He's got 9 seconds to his teammate. He can just sit behind in that first DRS zone, but he's going to pass. Retake that position. What's he doing? Oh, what are they doing? They're going to take it out to the last lap. Leon now has track position. If you think
Glitch
about
10
it,
has it.
no, if you think about it, coming into DRS Zone 1, Leon's going to sit behind. He's not going to pass. DRS Zone 2, he's going to pass. And that's it. Leon takes it on track. Glitch 10 would have benefited
Make
more
it sound
staying
so
behind.
easy.
Though. He would have been more beneficial staying behind, unless he can push Leon out of the DRS. He's looking to be trying to do so, but for my call, Glitch would have been better staying behind.
I mean, Leon is struggling. The margins are close.
It is close, it is close. It's almost a 10 to breaking it. Leon comes around turn 1 there.
He's sliding, Leon.
He's trying very hard to stay there. Glitch 10's pushing to the maximum potential. It's almost down to the DRS line. He's still within 9/10 and he's going to get it.
He's going to keep it.
Oh, this is it.
Leon's kept the DRS, but he's had a snap there, so I wonder what the gap's going to be. Is it going to be big? I think it's too big to catch him.
It might
I
be.
don't think it's big enough.
Well, again, DRS on 2. Don't cut it out. He's draining. He's pushing it. He's dropping 10th after 10th after 10th. He's getting close.
He is close, but he's not. Yeah, close but no cigar at the moment.
Wait. What's the exit like? Glitch 10's got the traction now. Better no!
Oh, Leon had a
That's
smelly
it!
exit.
That is it! That was a treacherous exit for Leon. He's not going to get it. He can do all he can. He can burn all his battery, but the gap is just too large. That is unfortunate for the VCAB. One last attempt. I think Glitch 10 saw that coming. I think he knew that was coming all the way. Wow, what a way to finish it here in Abu Dhabi, Yas Marina. Unless Leon's got the minerals for one last send. I doubt he will do. He's just not close enough now. He's burnt his tyres out too much. It's been Glitch 10 all the way. And it's all down to Leon to take it off the track limit penalties. So Leon will be unofficial second driver to win 2 races this season as Glitch 10 picks himself up onto the podium P2, which may be enough to put him to the top spot in drivers' standings. Tom H coming in P3, along with the VCAR reservist Cooper. With that wing damage, doing well to still finish in P4. Boss Moss in P5, he almost got caught though. He almost caught up that
Sam
VCAR.
right to the end.
Oh, Ingram and Sam right to the end. What's Sam going to do? Whoa, bit of contact on the rear. He was going to go for one last minute send, but can't get it. Sid's there in P7. Sid now to cross the line in P8. AJ in P9. He gets some points. AJ no longer sits on 0. He's going to cross the line and take some points. Oh, he's gained. He's gained to P8 on Sid. And Andres jumps them both without track limit penalties. But it's still points for AJ. Finally gets his Red Bull on the board for D Summers and Lanky, the last 2, to come around the line. Leon, the second driver to win 2 races this season. Congratulations, my friend. It's been a mighty fine showing between the Ferraris and the VCABs. You've got to say that, Tom.
Yeah, it's been a great race, but we've got 2 more rounds of this to go, so I'm excited for those.
Absolutely. Next week you shall see us in Silverstone. Sam with a well-deserved driver of the day, started from the back of the field and has been fighting lap after lap after lap with his Alpine rival Ingram. Certainly worthy of the points he has scored today after that disaster in qualifying, catching himself all the way down to the back of the grid. Also had that 3-place grid penalty. But here is your finishing order. Leon, 2 this season, just like Glitch 10. Glitch 10 coming in second and Tom H, the Ferrari's teammate, coming in third. Podium 2 and 3 for Ferrari, and beautiful in terms of the standings and the constructors. They jumped themselves ahead nicely. Cooper, VCAR reservist, was looking good for a victory, but got in a bit of an altercation with Glitch 10 and got that wing damage. Did well to finish in P4. Boss Moss P5, Ingram P6. Sam, good points for the kick. Sauber getting 6, making his subtotal now 13. And he will pass the Fizz, who's on 12 and who did not race here today. Andres in P8, AJ 9s, and Sid doing your points finishers. D Summers, Lanky doing your other 2 finishers, and then DNFing Piney Penguin and Lily. What a race to be held, ladies and gentlemen. And we shall now move on to the interview room to see if we can get a chat with our podium finishers. You are now joining us in the interview room and looking at the waiting room. Nobody sat there so far. Nobody is so far. If you want an interview, get yourself in the waiting room as usual, boys. And I'm sure I can run the interviews. So, yeah, Tom, that's fine, mate. I'll run it, mate.
You sure?
Yeah, fine with that, mate. It's all, just a couple of questions and see how they feel on the overall standings.
Sweet. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'll speak to you all later.
Yeah, Tom's just going to disappear. He's messaged me saying that he's going to have to shoot off and can't do the interviews. But nevertheless, I shall follow them through if people do get themselves into the waiting room. It's why it's there, people. Well, what a race to be held. It's certainly spicing up. We do have the driver who was contending for what could be the champion spot. So we are joined by P2. Currently glitched 10 after that penalty. So we won't see Tom H, the Ferrari's teammate. He's off to watch the United. But nevertheless, glitched 10, P2. Nice finish. You were pushing for race victory. You got it on the track. Is that penalty something I do want to ask you? Is that legit? Is that going to come off?
No, it was when we had the first virtual safety car, my mediums got cold and I did not expect it, just went wide.
Oh, so that is a legitimate track limits?
Yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I was waiting to see what could be held for the fight there, whether you was going to take that top spot away from Leon. But Leon showing some very good pace, fighting you with Cooper. What happened with Cooper there? Was anything you want to say on that? Just a bit of a racing incident from yourself, or a bit too much speed going through turn 13 there?
I was carrying the speed. He was going, he was just going too slow, I think, for him.
Yeah, just going a little bit.
And yeah, they just collided then.
Yeah, so you just came in, carried a bit too much speed, a little bit of an altercation there with Cooper Fan, and spun him round and pushed him down. But again, you're fighting it out all the way. It's nice to see that you do try and fight all the way, despite that 3-second penalty. You're saying it's legitimate, but it's good points, and you will stay top of the field in terms of the constructors. So that's good for Ferrari. And on that note, I think you may.
I think I'm drivers' champion as well.
You're drivers' standings leader, not champion yet. But leader, yes. You will be leader of the driver's standings after what was a very good display in that race. So, good for yourself. It was nice to see. I'm not going to lie. But now we have the race victor in here. Congratulations, mate. Anyway, good P2.
Thank you.
Race winner, Leon. What a fine race from yourself. Doing it well for the V-Cards as you've done many a time before. Really trying to push to the maximum of your potential. Fighting with Glitch 10 all the way and will inherit that race victory, making you the second driver to take 2 race victories this season, yourself and your rival Glitch 10 at the moment. So good points for yourself. With that 25 add-on, you're up into 97 points, just behind Glitch 10, fighting it away for what could be your championship. How do you feel about that? Let's have your thoughts, mate.
I would say it's pretty good, considering I joined, in Hungary.
Yeah,
so,
indeed.
Yeah.
Certainly pushing on, mate. Your first race being in Hungary, and you're looking to potentially take what is the Drivers' Champions lead. Losing out in Constructors a little bit. The Ferraris jumped you last time out in Saudi Arabia after Glitch 10 did that master race and got himself to the top spot, winning there. And so for now, it's still V-Car pitted against Ferrari. Do you feel like Constructors is within reach, or are you really just hoping to take the drivers here and now after seeing how strong the Ferraris are?
Anything's possible. I mean, Glitched and Tom are very consistent, but I think I'm probably going to be focusing on the drivers a little bit more because that's a closer battle at the moment, I'd say. But yeah, I mean, I'm still going to focus on both, what's best for the team, and then see what happens then.
Absolutely, it was beautiful to see. How were the tyres? That's something I forgot to mention. How were the tyres? The degradation then in the last couple of laps you looked like you were struggling mighty. You were dropping time, but then gaining it back and dropping it. It seemed a bit inconsistent in terms of the grip there on the hard compound tyre. Do you wanna, how was that? Were they burning away a little bit too much? You went for the undercut, and it did play off, but in the end, Glitched Hen did manage to catch up, having that extra tyre life.
Yeah, the tyres are horrible, but I wasn't expecting it to be that bad because I was holding back a little bit because I already had 2 warnings and I didn't want to get another because I knew Henry would have caught up to us anyways with his massive tyre gap. But yeah, the tyres are worse than I expected.
Yeah, well, at least you managed to still take victory here and stay with him all the way, even though Glitched had those tyres advantage. Congratulations, mate. Second race of the season. Hopefully, we see another one before this season ends.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. We do have another driver in here for an interview. He can replace what would have been Tom H. And it is Sam844. I want to say, Sam, that is a pretty good performance from yourself. You're at the back of the grid after a bit of a dire qualifying. And you also had the 3-place grid drop. But in the race, you got yourself fighting away with an Alpine of Ingram and managing to get yourself a good, decent points finish and take the driver of the day. So let's have your take on that, mate. How are you feeling?
Pretty good. I mean, I got driver of the day, so I can't really complain. I mean, me and Ingram, we worked really well together in sort of on the medium stint. Made up a bunch of time, you know, kept people sort of with a good gap behind us. I went in a lap early. It sort of paid off. You know, I managed to stay out ahead of Sid and then just build that time up. But I mean, yeah, I was at P14, P13 to P7, so not complaining.
Yeah, lovely stuff, mate. It's nice to see you getting a good points finish. You've had a bit of a dire start to the season, but you will now potentially jump into that top 10 that you've been waiting to get yourself in for with the points finish. So getting 6 points, so still a good finish. You're still 2 rounds to go to potentially get higher up and jump further up in the standings, potentially jump ahead of this little bit of a midfield fight we've got going on. Before we went into this round, there was 6 drivers in contention for the drivers' championship to get into that top spot. Literally all 6, from 1 down to 6, all striking distance for the drivers' championship. You could jump yourself up just behind that pack and take P7, which is still an achievement considering how hard it has been all season long. So certainly, you have some good races, mate. You're well back in the fight.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm hoping for. I mean, I've only been here for 3 races now, so just sort of picking up points where I can. And Saudi wasn't particularly a good race for me. You know, a couple of incidents, but we moved from it, and yeah, today was a good race for me.
Absolutely, good points on the board, and that will do us, ladies and gentlemen. We are done here and out today, but nevertheless, I'll bring you back to the cam screen. Although I am here on my own, Tom Carter has shut off. Just me doing those interviews, and now we take one quick look at the calendar to come. Again, Abu Dhabi, done and dusted. That is what you've just seen before your very eyes. We go next week over to the mighty Silverstone, my home GP, which certainly is a lot of drivers' home GP here on the grid today. It's going to get spicy, it's going to get interesting, but as we move on, there is Brazil for the final, so a potential race that could make or break this championship and send drivers home with heartache. But it is all to play for. And once again, just before I go, remember, PC tier, you can sign up for it. It's certainly in the works and could be on the way. But nevertheless, we still have the crossplay tier. The PC tier will be Sundays at 7 p.m. So if you have that time, get yourself over here. Get yourself signed up. The sign-ups are not closed the same as the crossplay sign-ups, which will close on October 11th, but they open on September 27th. They are open until further notice, so do remember that. Complete 2-time trial times, Australia and Texas. That is all you need to do. Post your times in the sign-ups when the sign-ups open, and we will hopefully see you on the track. But we can also take another quick look at that calendar to come. Bahrain starting us off, then going over to Australia. We expect to see some spicy stuff over there, as you expect. It is one of your time trial times, so to get in the league, you need to set the best time you can. We expect lots of practice. Then over to Suzuka, Zandvoort, Silverstone, Spielberg, before we have a little bit, straight on to Canada, should I say, and then on to Singapore, before we have our Christmas break there. And then we will be coming back in January 7th to go to the Austin, Texas, your second time trial track that you must set a lap in to get into season 2. Then on to Mexico and Qatar. Not an 11 race calendar this season, it's a 12 race calendar. Added in for the final round, it's Portugal at Portimao. But that's all from me. Lovely race we've had this evening, only 2 rounds left to go, and Silverstone is certainly going to spice up. Be sure to join us next week, same time, same place.